Severance Season 2, Episode 2 might have just revealed everything we need to know about this show. Full spoilers do follow. After last week's premiere showing us everything that took place on the inside of the Lumen building with the innies after the Season 1 finale, I was very curious on whether or not we were going to be getting an outside perspective with the outies, and thank God we did with Episode 2, giving us a ton of answers as to what happened with these characters after all of the events that took place at the end of the first season. In all honesty, not a ton happened on the outside with the outies. We did get confirmation that it was not 5 months, that they are not celebrities across the world revealing all about the whole Severance program. That never happened. It basically took place on a weekend over a few days, and then everything was back to normal with all of the characters back in the Lumen building. But other than that, we saw Dylan and Irv get fired. Milchek was sent out by Helena to let these characters go because of what happened at the end of Season 1, eventually getting brought back because Mark begged and pleaded and basically told the board that he would not work unless he had his entire team back. And that's the key factor here. This is the most important part of this entire episode of how important Mark is. For some reason, Helena and Milchek and Lumen, they need him and him alone to get back to work on the Cold Harbor project. So what the hell is this? Like, what exactly is he doing? We talked about theories. There's tons of things out there. I'm still a little bit on board with the cloning aspect, but it has to do with Gemma. We saw the Cold Harbor project. What is this? They are refining data and connecting to these numbers that have to do with something that is going on with Gemma, and Helena and Milchek and the entire board of Lumen need Mark specifically because he is so good at what he does, or he is just so close to the situation. They need him specifically to get back to work. Otherwise, it will not be complete. Whatever the case may be, that company needs Mark. He is the central figure and most important piece of this entire conversation. So when he requests something like his friends, his team back, the board is going to give in because they need him. But now we are given another question with all of the million of other questions we have about Severance is to why do they need him? Why Mark Scout? Now, once the board decides to give Mark his team back and his friends return to get back to work on this Cold Harbor project that Mark is so incredibly important to, we still do not know whether or not Helena is Helena or Heliar. There is no information in this episode whatsoever as to which character she is. The only key that we can think about is that she was in a way watching her innie self down below, maybe studying what she was doing to possibly go down there as herself. Let's be honest, we could all be duped right now. We're all reaching for something and pulling on a thread that might not even be there. But if she is in fact Helena down there acting as Heliar, this season just got a hell of a lot more interesting.